wants us to, for part 2, use our expansion for 1 plus 2x to the power of a half, which we've got again here, but we want to find the overall expansion for this expression. So rather than dividing by 1 plus x cubed, I'm going to times by 1 plus x to the minus 3. So that's another thing I'm going to need to expand. Up to including the x cubed term again. Sounds like a pain, but that's not going to be too bad. You'll see why later. So we're going to have 1 plus nx, so that's 1 plus minus 3 times x, plus n times n minus 1, x squared over 2, plus minus 3 times minus 4 times minus 5, x cubed over 2 times 3. And that comes out at 1 minus 3x plus x squared, well, it's going to be 6x squared, so that's 12 over 2. What's this going to be, plus or minus? That's going to be a minus. I'll just cancel a few things out. This 3 is going to cancel with this 3. Part of this 4 is going to cancel with the 4 on the bottom, so I'm going to have 10x cubed. So now we need to take what we had earlier and times it by what we've just got here. So up to and including the x cubed term, so I don't need to go any further than that. If I get a power that's going to be more than x cubed, I don't need to write it. So let's do the first term here times by all of this here. So that's going to be 1 minus 3x plus 6x squared, take away 10x cubed. Now I'm going to times every term here by the x term, so all of these will increase by 1 power of x, so I'm not going to need this final term. I'm going to have x times 1, which is x times minus 3x, which is minus 3x squared, and x times 6x squared, which is 6x cubed. The next term would be minus 10x to the power of 4, but we've been told we don't need it. Next, we're going to do the minus a half x squared times just these two, because again the next terms would be too high in power. So minus a half x squared times 1 is minus a half x squared. Minus a half x squared times minus 3x is going to be plus 3 over 2x cubed. And the final term I'm going to have is when the half x cubed is times by 1. Notice how I've written this out, so all the constants line up, the x's line up, the x squareds line up, and the x cubes line up, so that we can just kind of column add these. So that will give me 1 minus 2x. What am I going to have here? I'm going to have 3, take away a half, so that's 2.5, which is 5 over 2, x squared, and I've got minus 10 plus 6, so that's minus 4, and I'm adding on 4 halves in total, so that's adding on 2, so that's going to be minus 2x cubed.